Recent groundbreaking research from Harvard Medical School involving over 200,000 participants has uncovered something remarkable about nuts and heart health that could dramatically change how seniors approach their daily nutrition. Before we dive into these life-changing discoveries, I want you to stay with me until the very end, because what I'm about to reveal about one particular nut could literally save your life. Scientists have discovered that certain nuts can reduce cardiovascular disease risk by up to 25% in adults over 65, while others may actually pose serious health threats that most doctors never discuss with their patients. The most shocking finding involves a common household nut that 90% of seniors consume regularly, thinking they're making a healthy choice, when in reality, it could be silently damaging their kidneys and bones. This comprehensive investigation will reveal the 4 most powerful nuts for senior health, ranked by their specific benefits for aging bodies, followed by the 4 nuts that could be undermining your wellness journey. If you find this information as eye-opening as I did when I first uncovered it, please subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell, because your support helps us continue bringing you these critical health discoveries that could extend both your lifespan and quality of life. Tell us in the comments where you're watching from today, as we love connecting with our global community of health-conscious seniors. Let me start with the 4 nuts that should become staples in every senior's daily routine, beginning with my 4th place recommendation. Walnuts earn 4th place as nature's brain food, literally shaped like the organ they nourish most effectively. These remarkable nuts contain the highest concentration of alpha-linolenic acid among all commonly available nuts, an omega-3 fatty acid that's absolutely crucial for maintaining cognitive function as we age. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition demonstrates that seniors consuming just 1.5 ounces of walnuts daily for 8 weeks showed significant improvements in processing speed and mental flexibility. The polyphenolic compounds in walnuts can actually cross the blood-brain barrier, directly combating inflammation in neural tissues and potentially slowing the progression of neurodegenerative conditions like Alzheimer's disease. What many people don't realize is that walnuts naturally contain melatonin, and since melatonin production decreases with age, a handful of walnuts before bedtime can help seniors achieve better quality sleep. The combination of arginine and polyphenols makes walnuts incredibly beneficial for cardiovascular health, actually enhancing the effectiveness of blood pressure medications by helping maintain arterial flexibility. Store your walnuts in the refrigerator to prevent their delicate oils from becoming rancid, and aim for 7 halves daily to maximize their benefits. Don't let the slightly bitter taste deter you, as this natural astringency indicates the presence of powerful antioxidants. Try cracking them yourself when possible, as this simple activity helps maintain fine motor skills that are so important for independent living. In 3rd place we have pistachios, the underestimated champions for blood pressure control in seniors. Pistachios stand out with their exceptional potassium content of approximately 290 milligrams per serving, combined with very low sodium levels, making them ideal for managing hypertension. This mineral balance becomes increasingly important as we age because it helps prevent sodium retention in the kidneys, naturally reducing blood pressure by 3 to 5 points, comparable to some prescription medications but without side effects. Beyond cardiovascular benefits, pistachios contain lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 carotenoids that specifically protect against age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in people over 60. The bright green and purple colors you see in pistachios aren't just visually appealing, they indicate the presence of anthocyanins and other antioxidants that neutralize free radicals throughout the body. Unlike harder nuts that can damage dental work, pistachios are gentle on senior teeth and gums, while still providing satisfying crunch. The act of shelling pistachios naturally slows consumption and creates a mindful eating experience that can be both calming and cognitively stimulating. Research published in the International Journal of Obesity found that the visible empty shells help seniors better control portion sizes by providing a visual reminder of how much they've consumed. If arthritis affects your hands, look for pistachios that are already partially open to make shelling easier. Aim for about 49 pistachios daily, which equals approximately 1 ounce, and choose unsalted or lightly salted varieties. For the 25% of Americans over 65 who have diabetes or prediabetes, the 3 grams of fiber per serving help regulate blood sugar levels effectively. Taking second place are almonds, the bone-strengthening powerhouses that address one of seniors' most critical health concerns. Almonds provide an exceptional combination of calcium and vitamin E that work synergistically to maintain bone density, which naturally decreases after age 65. Just 60 grams of almonds daily delivers approximately 97 milligrams of bioavailable calcium, but what makes almonds unique is their magnesium content. Magnesium acts as an intelligent transport system, preventing calcium from accumulating in arteries while directing it specifically to bones where it's needed most. This is particularly important for seniors because inadequate magnesium is common in this age group, and without it, calcium supplementation can actually contribute to cardiovascular problems. The monounsaturated fats in almonds support heart health by reducing LDL cholesterol levels, which becomes increasingly important as cardiovascular disease risk escalates with age. My recommendation for seniors is 15 to 20 almonds daily, preferably raw or dry roasted without added salt. Almonds are excellent for combating constipation, which affects approximately 40% of the elderly population, thanks to their 3 grams of fiber per serving. Studies from Tufts University demonstrate that almonds can prevent oxidative damage to brain cells, a major concern for aging individuals worried about cognitive decline. Always choose almonds with their skins intact, as the flavonoids in the skin, combined with vitamin E, make almonds twice as powerful as antioxidants. However, almonds can present a choking hazard for seniors with swallowing difficulties, so be sure to chew them thoroughly. In first place, Brazil nuts earn the top position as the ultimate thyroid support system, addressing a frequently overlooked aspect of healthy aging. Brazil nuts rank first because they support thyroid function, which is often neglected but crucial for healthy aging. With 96 micrograms in just one nut, providing 137% of daily selenium needs, Brazil nuts are the richest natural selenium source on Earth. This is extremely important because thyroid disorders affect up to 20% of people over 65, with many cases going undiagnosed as symptoms are often mistaken for normal aging. The abundant selenium in Brazil nuts is essential for activating thyroid hormones, which in turn support energy production, metabolism, and mood regulation. Beyond thyroid support, the specific fatty acids in Brazil nuts help preserve myelin, the protective sheath around nerve cells that often deteriorates with age. Seniors may be able to maintain their reflexes, reaction times, and cognitive processing speed through this myelin maintenance. The selenium in Brazil nuts is organically bound, making it more accessible and easier for your body to utilize than synthetic selenium supplements. Brazil nuts are so potent that you need only 1 or 2 to experience their effects, and their rich, creamy texture makes even a small amount satisfying to eat. I actually advise seniors not to consume more than 2 Brazil nuts daily due to potential negative effects of excess selenium in the body. When purchasing Brazil nuts, try to find those still in their shells, as this natural packaging preserves nutrients longer. To prevent them from becoming rancid due to their high fat content, store them in the refrigerator in an airtight container. Brazil nuts have a combination of fiber and natural oils that help maintain bowel regularity, providing an additional benefit for seniors dealing with chronic constipation. Many older adults find comfort in less nutritious snacks out of habit, but Brazil nuts offer an excellent alternative with their naturally sweet and buttery flavor. The most exciting evidence suggests that certain antioxidants in Brazil nuts may slow the natural shortening of telomeres, the protective caps on chromosomes that shrink with age and influence cellular aging. If you're 65 or older, these nuts are perfect for supporting optimal health. Now let me address the nuts that certain seniors should avoid or consume with extreme caution to protect their health. Fourth on our caution list are pine nuts, known medication disruptors that pose unique risks for seniors. Despite their culinary appeal, pine nuts are among the most problematic nuts for older adults due to several age-specific concerns. The fact that they contain compounds that interact with over 60% of medications commonly prescribed to seniors is deeply concerning, as this means the effectiveness of these drugs could be diminished or harmful side effects could be introduced. Many prescription medications already interact with each other, but this is especially true with statins, certain antidepressants, and blood pressure medications frequently prescribed to people over 65. Most doctors and pharmacists never inform their patients about food-drug interactions, which represents a major safety concern for patient well-being. Pine nut syndrome is particularly worrisome as it causes pine nuts to impart a bitter metallic taste that can persist for weeks after consumption. While this might seem trivial, it can have devastating effects on older adults due to the correlation between taste alterations and decreased appetite and nutritional status. Research shows that substantial weight loss occurs in up to 42% of those affected by this troubling syndrome. The syndrome appears more common in older adults, which may be attributable to age-related changes in taste receptors and detoxification pathways. Pine nuts contain many polyunsaturated fats that can quickly oxidize and create dangerous inflammatory compounds for the body. This can be concerning for seniors already dealing with inflammatory conditions like arthritis and chronic joint pain. Aspiration can occur due to their small size and slippery texture, which is particularly worrisome for older adults with swallowing difficulties or who take medications that dry their mouth. This affects over 70% of seniors taking multiple prescriptions. While the body's ability to absorb proteins naturally decreases with age, enzyme inhibitors in pine nuts can further hinder protein digestion during this critical period. Pine nuts are a calorie-dense food that can contribute to weight management problems widespread after age 65 due to their high oil content and combination with other rich ingredients like in pesto. Worryingly, new research points to compounds in certain varieties of pine nuts as potential accelerators of age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in seniors. In third place are macadamia nuts, which pose significant health risks for seniors despite their exquisite flavor due to their extremely high caloric density. They are the most calorically dense nuts available with approximately 200 calories per 1 ounce serving, presenting a major challenge given that metabolic rates inevitably decline with age, adding extra stress to the already difficult task of weight management for older adults. The already diminished gallbladder efficiency is exacerbated by their extraordinarily high fat content of about 22 grams per 1 ounce serving. Macadamias can trigger painful episodes that might otherwise go unnoticed in the 15% of seniors with asymptomatic gallstones. In addition to their caloric load, macadamias are among the nuts with the highest saturated fat content at about 3 grams per serving, which can elevate LDL cholesterol levels. Due to their density and hardness, they pose a serious threat to the oral health of seniors who have crowns, bridges, or teeth weakened by age. This is particularly problematic for those over 65 when enamel weakens due to wear and decreased calcium absorption. Practically speaking, macadamias are among the most expensive nuts, which might lead seniors watching their spending to choose cheaper varieties that are more likely to be rancid or poorly stored, exposing them to more dangerous oxidized lipids. The nutritional profile of commercially available macadamias is already poor, and they add more sodium and damaged fats by being roasted in oil and excessively salted. They have a rich, buttery flavor that can lead to overconsumption, particularly for older adults who may have less refined tastes and prefer bolder flavors. It's concerning that many seniors eat macadamias thinking they help their heart, but research showing the heart health benefits of nuts has primarily ignored or minimized the role of fat-rich nuts like macadamias. Pistachios have a substantially superior nutritional profile that is specifically adapted to the aging body, so if you've been enjoying macadamias regularly, you might want to consider switching to pistachios. Second place goes to cashews, and their hidden blood sugar impact that's not immediately apparent due to their very high carbohydrate content. Due to their glycemic impact, cashews pose a particular risk to people over 65 because they contain much less protective fiber and significantly more carbohydrates, about 9 grams per 1 ounce serving, than true tree nuts. About 25% of people over 65 have diabetes, and 48% additionally have prediabetes, causing a blood sugar reaction that can be harmful to them. This is particularly concerning because cashews have a positive health reputation, so many seniors eat them in excess, without thinking about how they might affect their blood glucose levels. The smooth, curved shape of cashews gives them a choking threat that shouldn't be ignored, especially for individuals with swallowing problems, as they are also one of the most aspirated nuts among seniors. Nutritionally, cashews aren't excellent because they contain many oxalates, which are compounds that can bind to calcium in the intestine and reduce calcium absorption. This is a major problem for seniors who are already at risk for osteoporosis and increased bone fragility. For those already at increased risk of developing kidney stones, the danger increases considerably after age 60 due to these same oxalates present in high concentration. There's an additional invisible problem with cashew processing that affects their final nutritional value. Cashews lose much of their nutritional value during the lengthy processing required to extract urushiol, a toxic chemical compound also found in poison ivy. Many varieties sold in stores are roasted in oil and excessively salted, adding harmful fats and sodium that can worsen blood pressure and heart strain. Cashews contain enzyme inhibitors that can hinder protein digestion, which is particularly problematic for seniors who frequently have difficulty digesting food and absorbing necessary proteins. Many people don't know this, but it's an important factor to consider. The creamy texture of cashews makes them easy to overconsume without realizing it, potentially contributing to weight gain during a life stage when maintaining a healthy weight becomes increasingly difficult. Substitute walnuts or almonds for cashews regularly for a healthier snack that poses fewer threats to the aging body while providing superior nutritional characteristics. In first place, peanuts and their hidden dangers for seniors top our caution list. Despite their widespread use, peanuts pose problems for many seniors due to the dangers they represent to their health. To begin with, you should know that peanuts aren't really nuts at all, but legumes that grow underground, making them easily susceptible to molds and aflatoxins, which are mycotoxins that certain molds naturally produce and can damage the liver and increase cancer risk if consumed frequently. As we age, our body's detoxification mechanisms inevitably become less efficient, meaning this risk increases considerably with age. Even more concerning for older adults is the fact that peanuts contain proteins that can trigger inflammatory reactions in several individuals, even without a true allergy. Aging individuals are already at higher risk for joint pain, cardiovascular stress, and cognitive loss, and this low-grade inflammation can worsen all three problems. Most people already consume an excessive amount of omega-6 fatty acids compared to anti-inflammatory omega-3, and peanuts' high omega-6 concentration contributes to this problematic imbalance. Many doctors fail to warn their elderly patients about the potentially fatal interaction between peanuts and anticoagulants like warfarin due to the vitamin K present in peanuts. The addition of hydrogenated oils, additional sodium, and sugar in commercial peanut butters worsens these problems for aging cardiovascular systems. The 63% of American seniors who suffer from hypertension already have enough concerns without adding this additional burden. Natural peanut butter, even without added ingredients, can elevate blood pressure in sensitive or predisposed individuals. Peanuts easily become rancid and produce dangerous free radicals if not stored properly, which is another problem for senior health. The common practice of dry roasting peanuts for commercial use also produces acrylamide, a chemical compound with potential cognitive degradation effects. This is particularly concerning for individuals already worried about memory loss and declining brain function. Even if you eat peanuts regularly without noticeable side effects, switching to one of our recommended nuts even 3 days per week can help you get necessary nutrients while reducing your exposure to these harmful substances. After age 65, you should avoid these 4 nuts to protect your health and vitality. The food choices a person makes regarding which nuts to eat and which to avoid can profoundly affect their health, vitality, and brain functions during these mature years. Finally, keep in mind that the continued application of small adjustments produces enormous long-term results for your overall well-being. Now it's time for you to share your experience with us. Have you noticed that dietary changes like adding or removing particular nuts have had an effect on your personal health? Tell me which nut has had the most positive or negative impact in your daily life. Share your thoughts and stories in the comments section below, and if you found this information as valuable as I hope you did, please show your support by subscribing to our channel and hitting that notification bell, because your engagement helps us continue bringing you these essential health discoveries that could genuinely transform your golden years. Your participation gives strength to our mission of empowering seniors with life-changing health knowledge.